Good evening, you're watching the Prime Time on Hornbill TV. Let's have a look at the headlines. Amid violent protests in Bangladesh, Chief of Army Staff General Waqar-uz-Zaman confirmed that Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has fled the country and a political transition is in progress and an interim government will be established. India has suspended all trains to Bangladesh amid the violent protests in the neighboring country. As the UK struggles with the greatest social unrest it has seen in years, rioters on Sunday set fire to and broke into hotels designed to house asylum seekers in northern England. The Indian rupee depreciated versus the US dollar on Monday to touch its all-time low, tracking global heavy selling in stock markets over risks that the US may potentially slip into recession. The rescue and relief operations in landslide-hit areas of Kerala's Wayanad entered the 7th consecutive day on Monday. Let's look at the news in detail. Amid violent protests in Bangladesh, Chief of Army Staff General Waqar-uz-Zaman confirmed that Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has fled the country and that a political transition is in progress and an interim government will be established. According to reports, he assured that all cases of murder will be investigated and called for trust in the army. He urged citizens to maintain peace and order, emphasizing that cooperation rather than conflict is key to preserving the nation's progress. General Waqar-uz-Zaman appealed to people to avoid violence and work together to sustain the country's well-being. Following Hasina's exit, thousands of protesters stormed the residence of the Prime Minister in Dhaka, vandalized as well as took away many valuables. Protesters also reportedly attacked and vandalized the residence of Home Minister Asaduzzaman Khan Kamal in Dhanmondi, Dhaka. Amid violent protests, Sheikh Hasina left Dhaka in a military chopper for location in India. There is, however, no official confirmation. She was accompanied by her younger sister, Sheikh Rehana. Thousands of people joined the anti-discrimination students movement's March to Dhaka program at the Mirpur 10 roundabout and moved towards Farmgate.
গণভবনের ভিতরে ঢুকে গেছি, ঠিক আছে, সবকিছু ভাঙা চুরা, এই যে সব মানুষ ঢুকে গেছে, ঠিক আছে ভাই, দোয়া করবেন সবাই, ঠিক আছে, আমরা যেন সবকিছু সুন্দরভাবে শেষ করতে পারি ইনশাআল্লাহ। হ্যাঁ, সব মানুষ সবাই দোয়া করবেন ভাই। আল্লাহ হাফেজ, ভালো থাকবেন, আসসালামু আলাইকুম।
সেনাবাহিনী শান্তি শৃঙ্খলা বজায় রাখার কাজ চালিয়ে যাবে এবং আপনাদের সবার দায়িত্ব, ছাত্রদের দায়িত্ব, রাজনৈতিক নেতৃবৃন্দ এবং রাজনৈতিক কর্মীদের দায়িত্ব হচ্ছে সেনাবাহিনীকে সাহায্য করা এবং আপনারা মিডিয়ার মাধ্যমে আমাদেরকে এই যে একটু আমাদের সাহায্য করেন, সুতরাং আমরা তাহলে এই পরিস্থিতি নিয়ন্ত্রণ সহজেই নিয়ে আসতে পারব। না, যদি জিনিসটা শান্ত হয়ে যায় তাহলে আর কারফিউর কোনো প্রয়োজন নাই, কোনো জরুরি অবস্থার প্রয়োজন নাই, কোনো কারফিউর প্রয়োজন নাই, কোনো গোলাগুলির প্রয়োজন নাই। আমি আদেশ দিয়ে দিয়েছি সেনাবাহিনী কোনো গোলাগুলি করবে না, পুলিশ কোনো গোলাগুলি করবে না। আমি আশা করছি যে আমার এই বক্তব্যের পরে পরিস্থিতি উন্নতি হবে, আমরা একটা সুন্দর পরিবেশের দিকে যাচ্ছি। আমরা এটা না, আমি আজকে রাতের মধ্যে একটা আমরা সলিউশনে যাওয়ার চেষ্টা করবো, বাট আমাদের হয়তো 2-1 দিন সময় দিতে হবে। এটা আমরা এখনো এটা টু আর্লি, আমরা যাচ্ছি যে আমরা কথা বলবো মহামান্য রাষ্ট্রপতির সাথে, আমরা একটা সুন্দর সলিউশনে আমরা পৌঁছাবো। পরিস্থিতি ছিল খুব কম, সময় খুব কম ছিল। আমি যাদেরকে পেয়েছি অনেককেই আমি বলেছি, সবাই হতেন, বাট প্রধান রাজনৈতিক দলের সমস্ত নেতৃস্থানীয় নেতৃবৃন্দরা তাদের সাথে আমি কথা বলেছি এবং ওনারা সবাই আমাদের এই প্রস্তাবে, এই যে আমরা যে আলোচনা করছি, সবাই এটাতে রাজি হয়েছেন। এখানে মমিনুল হক সাহেব ছিলেন, এখানে জামাতের আমির ছিলেন, জুনায়েদ সাকি উনি ছিলেন, তারপরে ডক্টর আসিফ নজরুল ছিলেন। আমরা সবাই মিলে এবং সবাই আমরা এটাতে একমত পোষণ করেছি। এখন ছাত্রদের কাজ হচ্ছে যে শান্ত হওয়া এবং
India has suspended all trains to Bangladesh amid the violent protests in the neighboring country. Meanwhile, Bangladesh's Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, who resigned and fled the country, reportedly landed at IAF's Hindon Air Base near Delhi. The Bangladesh Air Force plane flew over Patna and was tracked near the Uttar Pradesh-Bihar border earlier. Soon after Hasina's departure, Bangladesh's military chief, General Wakar-uz-Zaman, announced intentions to consult the president about forming an interim government. On political crisis in Bangladesh, former Foreign Secretary and ex-ambassador to Bangladesh, Harshvardhan Shringla, said he would look at it as an economic factor and opportunists, whether it was the opposition BNP or Bangladesh Jamaat-e-Islami. He said they have joined the protest. Shringla also said that involvement of foreign power cannot be ruled out.
Well, I have been saying in many of my interactions with the media, including with ANI, that there are underlying factors behind the demonstrations. On the face of it, it has been the quota issue that the students have put forward. But there are underlying economic factors. COVID-19 has hit the Bangladesh economy very hard. In addition to that, the Ukraine conflict has resulted in spiking the prices of essential commodities, from fuel to food to fertilizers, and Bangladesh imports all these items. They've had a very, very difficult balance of payments situation. Inflation has gone up, by 17 to 20%. So all of this is essentially now coming to a situation where, people, especially younger people, are expressing their frustration on the streets. And so I would also look at it as an economic factor. And clearly, of course, as we have always said, opportunists, whether it's the opposition BNP or it's the Jamaat-e-Islami, which is the radical, pro-Pakistan Islamist grouping that is very active on the streets. They have joined the protests and they have actually brought in that violence into the protests. You cannot rule out the involvement of foreign powers who are inimical to Bangladesh's interests and frankly to our security interests also. Definitely you cannot rule out the fact that certain interests have been fishing in troubled waters. But I think that the situation itself was possibly a result of several underlying factors inherent within the Bangladesh.
We'll be right back after a short break.
दालमिया सीमेंट से तो आरसीएफ स्ट्रॉन्ग बन गया।
आरसीएफ
रूफ कॉलम फाउंडेशन, ये तो स्ट्रॉन्ग बन गया। और बताइए और क्या चाहिए?
छत पे एक बड़ा सा पार्टी हॉल होना चाहिए।
मार्बल का फाउंटेन, मॉड्यूलर किचन
और एक एक्वेरियम।
इतने सब के लिए तो आरसीएफ स्ट्रांग होना ही चाहिए।
तभी तो दालमिया सीमेंट चाहिए। दालमिया सीमेंट, आरसीएफ स्ट्रॉन्ग तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग।
Welcome back after the break. Let's have a look at some more news in detail. The Bharatiya Janata Party District President Anand Nag of Jammu and Kashmir Union Territory, Advocate Syed Wajahat Hussain, on Monday said that the people of Jammu and Kashmir were fooled in the name of special status. He also said that Jammu and Kashmir has witnessed development only after the abrogation of Article 370 on 5th August 2019. He was speaking exclusively to Hornbill TV on the sidelines of a program that was organized regarding the celebration of the abrogation of Article 370 on 5th August 2019.
5 अगस्त 19 को जो अबालिश हुआ 370, जो खोखला नारा था जो पिछले सियासतदानों ने रखा, और उसी की आज 5th एनिवर्सरी आज हम मना रहे हैं। यहाँ आज तमाम भारतीय जनता पार्टी के यहाँ लोग जुड़े हैं। हमारे जितने भी वर्कर्स हैं, डिस्ट्रिक्ट टीम है, मोर्चा टीम्स हैं, और तमाम डिस्ट्रिक्ट के लोग आए हैं। आज जश्न जोक और शौक से आज ये दिन हम मना रहे हैं। अगर मैं डेवलपमेंट की बात कहूँ तो सबसे पहली बड़ी डेवलपमेंट जो यहाँ हुई है वो अमन, पीस प्रोसेस। जिस देश में, जिस स्टेट में, जिस शहर में अमन होगा वो ऑटोमेटिकली तरक्की की तरफ चल रहा है। आज देख रहे हैं कि स्कूल जिस तरह हो रही है, बच्चों को जिस तरह स्कूल खुले हैं, सुबह से निकलते हैं शाम को वापस आते हैं, इसको बड़ी डेवलपमेंट कहते हैं। जिस तरह टूरिज्म आप देखिए, क्योंकि आज आप पहलगाम जाइए, गुलमर्ग जाइए, डल जाइए, हर जगह जाइए कि टूरिस्ट किस अंदाज से चल रहे हैं, सयाहत यहाँ कैसे चल रहे हैं। दिस इज़ अ गुड डेवलपमेंट। आप हेल्थ की बात देखिए, अगर मैं हेल्थ यहाँ एम्स चल रहे हैं, यहाँ मेडिकल कॉलेज चल रहे हैं, यहाँ हर डिस्पेंसरी में ऑक्सीजन सिलेंडर्स लगे हैं, यहाँ वेंटिलेटर्स हर जगह लग रहे हैं, यहाँ वो वैन लगी हैं जो गरीबों को जो रिंग देते आते हैं। सबसे और बड़ी बात यहाँ है जो गरीब, हर गरीब और अमीर तक 5 लाख रुपया उसके जेब में है। गोल्डन कार्ड, जो भी गरीब होता है, अगर कोई बीमारी खुदा न खास्ता होती है, आज उसको बीकना नहीं पड़ता है। आज उसको मस्जिद में ऐलान नहीं करना पड़ता है कि मुझे फलानी पैसा इतना ज़रूरत है। उसके लिए मोदी जी ने 5 लाख रुपए दिए थे। आप देखिए गरीबों को कैसे उनकी राशन आता है, आप देखिए बुज़ुर्गों के अकाउंटों में पैसे कैसे जा रहा है। भारतीय जनता पार्टी यहाँ के बुज़ुर्गों की ख्याल रखती है, यहाँ की महिला को ख्याल रखती है, यहाँ के ट्रेड यूनियन वालों को ख्याल रखती है, यहाँ के हर सेक्टर को ख्याल रखती है, क्योंकि हम भारतीय जनता पार्टी चाहती हैं कि जम्मू न कश्मीर को हम जन्नत बेनज़ीर बनाएंगे। जिन लुटेरों ने इसको जहन्नम बनाया है, हम वादा करते हैं उन लोगों को, आइए मिलके हम कश्मीर को जन्नत बनाएंगे। और एक मौका भारतीय जनता पार्टी को आप दीजिए, क्योंकि अब इलेक्शन आने वाली है। आप देखिए जो अनंतनाग है मेन, हम इसको नंबर 1 डिस्ट्रिक्ट में लाना चाहते हैं हम हिंदुस्तान में। और मैं दावत देता हूं उन लोगों को जिनको जो रूठे है, जिनको मलाल है, जिनको रंजिश है, मैं कहता हूं आओ, अगर आप कश्मीर के खैर खा है, आप आइए मिलके हम काम करेंगे, इसको जन्नत की बेनज़ीर।
As the UK struggles with the greatest social unrest it has seen in years, rioters on Sunday set fire to and broke into hotels designated and designed to house asylum seekers in northern England. The stabbing deaths of 3 young girls in Southport, northwest England earlier this week catalyzed the violence, according to CNN. The suspect was born in Britain, according to police. Local officials said that demonstrations in Tamworth injured 1 police officer by throwing projectiles, smashing windows and starting fires. Meanwhile, police in Rotterdam reported that demonstrators broke windows, flung wooden planks, attacked policemen with fire extinguishers and set fire to other objects in an attempt to enter the premises. The UK's Minister of Police has stated that far-right rioters who have caused disturbances will be dealt with. Nick them quick, but he has also stated that the army is not necessary. Just weeks after taking office, Keir Starmer's Labour government faces a formidable battle from the violent upheaval, which is the worst since the 2011 riots. In reaction to recent attacks, the UK Home Office declared on Sunday that mosques would receive greater protection with new emergency security in the country. Under the new arrangements, the police, local authorities and mosques can ask for rapid security to be deployed, protecting communities and allowing for a return to worship as quickly as possible, the Home Office said. Following his Paris Olympics gold medal win in the men's single competition, Serbian legend Novak Djokovic joined the big two, Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal. Djokovic returned his ultimate dream into reality by winning his first Olympic gold by overcoming Spain's Carlos Alcaraz in a men's singles final in Paris on Sunday. In a clash between the experienced tennis icon and the young Alcaraz, who brims with talent, Djokovic realized his ultimate dream by getting his hands on the first Olympic gold medal of his illustrious career. After Djokovic's 7-6, 7-6 win in the gold medal match, now after this win, he has won 24 Grand Slam titles, the most by anyone across both men's and women's tennis. Djokovic has won 10 Australian Open titles, 3 French Open titles, 7 Wimbledon titles and 4 US Open titles. Besides all this, he now finally has an Olympic gold medal, which is required for a player to complete a career Golden Slam. Aside from his dominance at Grand Slam level, Djokovic has a total of 72 big titles in tennis after spending years trying to catch up with stars like Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal. He has outshined them to become the leader of the modern-day Big Three in tennis. This includes 40 ATP Masters titles as well and 7 ATP Finals Championship titles. Notably, Djokovic won all 4 Grand Slams in 2021 but failed to touch the rare feat of winning all 4 Grand Slams as he went over to the Olympics.
It will be an honor.
India, yes.
Yeah.
Beautiful India.
With your gold medal, what do you have to say?
I have to say this, my friend. I have to say this, my friend. Serbia, idemo Serbia. God is great. God is great. Thank God.
24
all
slams,
good.
1 gold.
Yes, I'm super proud, super happy.
Thank you. Pleasure, honor.
We'll be right back after a short break.
गरम ते पेट और मन के ठंडा रखे तो की मुखी खाली मीठा है लगे इदु हेल्दी আছে UHT treated और सफा भी আছে थर्ड इदु फ्रेश আছে और मुजाबी वाओ केविंटर लस्सी मीठा भी हेल्दी भी
केविंटर लस्सी मीठा भी हेल्दी भी
RCF
दालमिया सीमेंट है RCF एक्सपर्ट यानी रूफ कॉलम और फाउंडेशन एक्सपर्ट दालमिया सीमेंट RCF strong to घर strong
মানুহ তো কই মর্নিং তো ভাল থাকিলে দিন তো ভাল হয় ইদু কারণে মই সদায় RS এপল খাই মই লাগা দিন তো বেশি বিজি থাকিলে বি মই তো হাইড্রেটেড আর রেডি হই থাকি RS মই লাগা এনার্জি লেভেল অল দ্য টাইম হাই রাখে RS পাবো এপল আর অরেঞ্জ ফ্লেভার দে
RS दम ना हुकम
Welcome back after the break. Let's look at some more news in detail. The rescue and relief operations in landslide hit areas of Kerala's Wayanad entered the 7th consecutive day on Monday. As per the State Health Ministry, the death toll stands at 308 as of August 2. 220 bodies have been recovered and 180 people are still missing as of Sunday. A total of 53 camps have been set up in Wayanad as part of the relief operations. As per the latest update, 6,759 people were shifted to these camps across the district, including 1,983 families, 2,501 males, 2,677 females, 1,581 children and 20 pregnant women. The massive landslides hit Churalmala and Mundakai of Wayanad on July 30, wreaking mass devastation and loss of lives and property. Late on Sunday night, the district administration carried out the mass burial of the mortal remains of the unidentified people killed in the landslides. Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan had earlier directed the district administration to carry out the formalities with interfaith prayers. Meanwhile, Kerala LOP Vidi Sathisan said all the MLAs of United Democratic Front, led by Indian National Congress, has decided to provide 1 month's salary to CM Disaster Relief Fund and have also demanded an update on the disaster management plan.
All the MLAs of United Democratic Front opposition, led by the Indian National Congress, has decided to provide 1 month's salary to the CM Disaster Relief Fund. And we will do more things. The Rahul Gandhi offered more than 100 houses and a township in Wayanad. And Muslim League, the major partner of the UDF, they have decided for a very elaborate rehabilitation project also. We will do our maximum. We will cooperate with the government for the rehabilitation process. At the same time, we have been demanding for a long time, from 2021. Due to this climate change, we have to update our disaster management plan. Unfortunately, our existing disaster management plan is 2016. 8 years have gone. 8 years have changed the nature of disaster and the nature of the disaster management. But unfortunately, we are still maintaining the 2016 disaster management project. We brought on the floor of the Kerala Assembly regarding the intergovernment panel on the report of the intergovernment panel on climate change and the NASA analysis on that. Because the west coast is very turbulent nowadays. Anytime we may expect the extreme heavy rain or cyclone or cloud burst. So the Western Ghats is also very sensitive. So we need to have a warning system, a Pakka warning system by the coordination of Geology, Department of Geology, Department of Meteorological Department, both the governments, central as well as the state governments and some universities help. We need to have a Pakka coordination with the help of the artificial intelligence. We need a warning system. But unfortunately, it was not here. So, when we are doing something for the victims of the Wayanad disaster, we have to make it sure that there won't be any such landslides in the future also. We have been demanding this thing for the 2021 also. So, we objected the K-Rail project because when we go through the K-Rail project, it was seen that 300 kilometers 30 feet embankment, then the Kerala will be divided.
That is all we have in this news bulletin. For more news and the latest updates, keep watching Hornbill TV.